Coach, you head into this weekend at Tennessee Tech on a 6-game winning streak, including 5 straight run rule wins for your team. What do you contribute your recent success to?
I think our game's finally coming together. We've talked about having some solid pitching from our starters, solid defense, and enough runs to win a ball game. What that is, we don't know based on how our pitchers are going to perform. And I'd say all 3 of those elements have stepped up in the last couple weeks. I would mark it back even to winning EKU here, winning that series. We then play Murray and win the end of that one. We go into play in Dayton and win 2 of them. We extend it through Tennessee State and then to Marshall a couple days ago. So I'd say for the last 2.5 weeks, our starting pitchers have really stepped up. I'd say the one thing our game's lacking right now is our bullpen. Other than that, I'd say our defense is solid. Our hitters look tremendous, to be honest, and Ashley Imperial and Kelsey McMurray look fantastic the last couple outings they've had. So I hope we can extend that win streak this weekend. Do I have high hopes it's going to be mercy rules? I doubt it. I hope they're wins, but Tennessee Tech's a solid team, and we have to show up to play those guys this weekend, hands down.
Hitting-wise, talk a little bit about you guys are really showing a lot of power right now. You're producing a lot of runs, a lot of extra base hits, and I think if you look at now, you guys are actually driving in runs, whereas maybe a few weeks ago you guys were leaving them on base.
You know, I look back on this series against SIUE, and there's a solid team. I mean, they're currently, I believe, in 3rd place, 4th place, something like that. That series really opened our eyes to what our problems were offensively. We had something like 29 left on base. We had something like 28 strikeouts. So we said, hey, if nothing else, if we're not going to win games, let's make it our option to swing or not swing. And we really looked at that series and said, let's do something different offensively. You look at the Marshall game, the first inning, Becca has a double off the wall to bring in a run. Kayla Ashbrook brings in her after 2 swings at the dish over the left field fence. So I think our power comes from a lot of off-season, preseason lifting and conditioning, and I would say our smarts is just these kids are a year older. I would say these kids are sick of losing. They're sick of leaving runners on, and they're just ready to flat-out swing. So I'm very happy with us, our performance offensively. I think sometimes you have to look at this game made us mad, and now we're just tired of losing, and we're ready to swing.
Talk about Tennessee Tech a little bit. Looking at the record and their stats, appear to be a team maybe a little bit similar to you. They're kind of in the bottom of the standings right now, fighting for one of the spots in the OVC tournament. Tech always seems to be a team that can surprise you, though. Their stats may not look good, but for some reason they seem to play pretty well when everything's on the line.
Torrey over at Tech's done a great job. He's been there for numerous years. He's got his team always playing for the big games. And I know they try to play every game, but he seems to get his team into tournament in 6th, 5th, or 4th place, and then in a matter of 4 days they're playing in the championship game. So he's very good at letting his players play when they need to play. So Tech has always traditionally played us very tough. Mark my words here, on April the 20th, Tech's stats do not show what these girls are capable of. Holly Thomas on the mound is a phenomenal athlete. She's a great pitcher, throwing 60-plus miles an hour. She's got an in ball, an out ball, and an off-speed ball, and I think she's going to give them a game, if not 2 games, and we're going to have to outsmart her and outbeat her at the dish. But behind her always is some hitting. 1 through 10, Tech kids can hit. What our job is to do is keep them off balance, keep them guessing a little bit, and just flat out outplay them. If we can out-hustle them, outplay them on defense, and try to out-hit them, I think we have ourselves 3 good ball games. I think to say we're going to sweep Tech down there in 3 more mercy rule games, I don't think so. I think our goal right now is to win 2 out of 3 games, win the series, and see how good SEMO and EIU really are.
Lastly, you got a couple of transfers that you signed this week. Talk a little bit about those 2 kids and what they'll add for next year's team.
We signed 5 kids early that I'm ecstatic about. These 2011s, and these 2 are great representations of our coaching staff and where our team needs to be. These 2 late signees, Adrina Anderson, played for a year at the University of Tennessee. This kid is smoking quick. This kid is a great offensive threat because she can hit and because she can produce on the base path with her speed. This is a smart player. She's been around a lot of good ball down in Georgia, played at a JUCO after transferring from Tennessee, and of course got a lot of knowledge from the University of Tennessee. So we are thrilled to have Adrena. I think she's going to be a great asset to us, not only offensively but on defense as well. The second kid we signed is Katie Post. Katie pitches for Volunteer State Community College right now down in Tennessee. Strong lefty, throws hard. I wanted a lefty. She's got very natural spin. She's got a great up ball and she's got a great off-speed ball. Add a little bit more strength to my pitching, and that's something we've been focusing on. So these two signees signed this past week. I'm ecstatic. I know they're going to be starters for us, and I know they're going to be great players for us.
Coach, good luck this weekend.
Thank you.